Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. We're taking the Carnival exclusive TEQ SSJ GOKU against the Red Zone BROLY event. And I'm looking forward to this because he had such an amazing performance against Cell Max. We do currently have TEQ God Goku floating, which is a little bit annoying. We definitely need to have him on the second rotation, but at least we have Goku here ready to start. So he'll still be able to tank relatively well. We'll rotate the friends one off for now, because my one needs to stack just a little bit more. Kind of annoying, the initial attack he's going to take to trigger the 59% defense is the super, because at least he could have tanked it for a bit more. But, you know, 151k at the start of turn isn't too bad, because of course he does have his guard active. And also he gets to stack up. So I am looking forward to this. Of course, he does have type advantage against the final phase of BROLY, so combined with the fact, you know, he's going to have his guard, whether that's because we have 60% more HP or 60% or more HP at that point, or, you know, we've got the revive off to trigger the fact that he can have his guard active at any point, no HP condition or threshold after the revive. Means this TEQ SSJ GOKU should be very good here, but we do have to make it past BROLY's menacing phases of the TEQ phase, where you have to basically avoid being supered, or the ideal candidates have to be supered, in this case being a much better scenario compared to when he first dropped, which is easy A TEQ God Goku, or now the TEQ SSJ Carnival exclusive Goku, and then save our Whis, of course, for the menacing AoE phase. So, I mean, the SSJ Force have, you know, typeless advantage, but they do have their guard, and we can double super with them. We can get the Holy Trinity off. We're going to go with this, and we're going to get some health back with all of these TEQ orbs, and get the Rainbow Key Spheres for the TEQ Goku and Vegeta, and slightly build up our Dokkan meter, which may or may not come off, and we may not be in here long enough in kind of both sense of the phrase of BROLY will kill us, or we can just absolutely wail on him in the final phase, but we won't end up triggering it. But still, might as well build up regardless. But you know, my bad for this, you know, the Red Zone content taking so long. You know, I did say even before the anniversary, really? Supering me again? I mean, that does get the revive off quicker for Goku, and gets his guard active at all times quicker, but is that necessary? Like, was it really necessary to super attack me again already? And you're telling me you had to leave him on a pixel of health? Like, you just couldn't finish him off there? Oh, great start. Great start. But yeah, my bad for the Red Zone content taking so long. You know, I originally intended to do it even before the anniversary happened. You know, I was going to do it. Of course, BROLY took me a little bit longer than I would have liked. This is a little bit annoying, I'm not going to lie. Because this phase is pretty much, you want him to super the correct units, which in this case for us is God Goku and the LRSSJ Goku. I think just to be safe, we rotate the the LRSSJ Goku off. At least he's up to the point where he's been hit a few times now, so he's going to guaranteed get his 18 key no matter what, so we can prioritize everyone else's, you know, key instead of his. And prioritize then getting super attacks, he's always going to get it. But at least before he gets hit, he is going to get another stack off. But we do need to get him on the second rotation, because this phase can also be a menace. Just because if the ideal unit doesn't get hit, which prior to this Goku coming out was the easy A TEQ God Goku, there's a high chance you'll die, because even the year 7s take like 500-600k from him, because you just haven't stacked up enough. Unless of course you have like a rainbow friend, yours is rainbow, you constantly get the Holy Trinity of supers, you can survive. Which I really hope BROLY's not going to super attack them in the second slot, because there were so many attacks in slot 1 that he just didn't bother. Because then we are definitely dead. We are definitely dead. And you always want to save your Whis for the second phase. So far so good. We are on track to, of course, getting Goku's revive off, which is also handy in an event where you know, only have one item. Typically you're taking Whis. No super attack, but it does worry me for this. Because we have to make it through. I'm not gonna lie, we're probably gonna have to use a Whis just to make sure we actually get through this phase, because if we get, as I said, if we get supered, apart from on them two specific units, we're dead. So that just kind of had to be done. Let's get some HP back with the Fizz Orbs, and then we'll just go into town with the 18 key supers. Yeah, see, I mean, if I didn't use a Whis, we're definitely dead. I mean, this is still probably going to do a lot of damage, just over 200k defense with a Whis active. I think we survive. Yeah, we survive, but if I didn't use that, we were dead. Run over. However, that does make the next phase against AoE Broly a lot more tougher. But hopefully we get lucky and that Broly kind of just chills out a bit and we can do enough damage. But this is why you kind of need one of them, especially against Broly, to be on rotation and one be on the second rotation, rather than one of them be floating. Or you just have to like take it a lot slower, which is very difficult considering how much damage all of these units can do. So that's easier said than done. But again, at least we do have the revive. So even though we don't have a Whis, we do have the revive. So if Broly kills us in the AoE phase, at least Goku will come back and we can kind of carry on. So it's kind of like we still have a Whis, except we die and come back. However, we do have to wait to get it off, which is dangerous. So mine has 303k defense. This has to be done so we get through quicker and they have a bit more defense right now. And we use the active as well so we can get through this phase quicker. That has to be done, like, because we only have one Whis. And TEQ God Goku, or sorry, TEQ SSJ Goku isn't on rotation until next rotation. This has to be done. We just need to hope and pray that this little bastard is not super attacking anyone apart from TEQ God Goku. Otherwise, we are most likely dead. Actually, what am I saying? He's going to AoE us. So we have to hope that he's not super attacking probably whatsoever. That's what we have to hope for. Completely. It's been so long since I attempted Broly, completely forgot. And I even mentioned it, so I literally, like, in a matter of 2 minutes, I completely forgot. This Broly's AoEing. If he super attacks us this turn, we are dead, because we only have, like, what, 200k health? At least there's one attack we don't have to worry about from the Nullify, or the Disable. So, hopefully, got rid of the potential super he might have done. So far, so good. So far, so good. It would kind of be incredibly poetic and Dokkan-like for us to get supered in the final slot. Or maybe he wasn't super attacking this turn, full stop. I mean, this is why you need the health, so them two can transform and have the force the enemy super attack. But we're good. We're good. We are good. So this turn, we can die. It's fine. I mean, we do have the Whis active along with having guard, so, and 257k defense. So Goku is probably gonna survive this, but I mean, the AoE means we're gonna die regardless, even with the Whis active potentially. Even if we don't, we still have it going into the final phase, so there is that. But at least Goku is fully brought up now. He's taken all the attacks he needs to take. He's also stacked up an extra time, which is handy. I don't think we're gonna get the revive off this turn, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, it may do. It may do. Again, it's an AoE, so everyone's going to get hit. But I don't think we're going to get it off, because the gods are probably going to do too much damage. Yeah, we still need to get the revive off, and we're going into the final phase with 200k HP and no items. I mean, as long as we survive the first turn, we're good. We're good. As long as we survive the first turn, we are okay. So we'll pop this just to do some extra damage. That is a lot of attacks in the final slot, like a lot of attacks, and that's a lot of attacks in slot 1. So this kind of has to be done. I have to split up the rotation, which obviously I really don't want to do, but we kind of have to. Watch the one singular attack in slot 2 be the super. I mean, okay, it's not. We're fine. We're fine. But I need to survive because we need to get into the second rotation or the next rotation so the TEQ SSJ GOKU can die and we can revive. Because then we get 59% HP recovery. Yes, it's not the most, but it's more than half. And I would much rather prefer playing with just more than half than 200k right now. So of course, SSJ Goku is going to massively raise his defense. An additional would be nice just to take some less damage to raise your defense again. No, okay, yep. We definitely need the revive. We definitely need the revive. I would have much preferred if this was the friend gods or the friend blues, because then they could get the third super attack off and greatly raise their defense 3 times. Regardless, I still think we're fine. I did get them a lot of orbs. Of course, they've additionaled. One less attack to worry about. I think we're good. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. But the revive is definitely coming off next turn, which is good, because then attack SSJ Goku's guarding everything. So regardless of what happens this turn, doesn't really matter. So what I'm gonna do is, just for some extra damage, I'm gonna pop his active. Also, there's a nullify in slot 1, or a disable. I mean, he's super attacking regardless, so it doesn't really matter what I take. I'm not going to transform my gods just yet. I'm going to go for an extra stack just because we are 3 to do so, because we want to die this turn. So I'm just going to try get the extra stack off if we can. Okay, I mean, that's fine. No stack for anyone, but that's okay. I mean, he still took 42k on the initial attack before he gets to 59% defense and had no guard. So with type advantage and a bit of stack up, like what we're talking around about 300k defense, he only tanked 42k. So now he's got the guaranteed guard no matter what. However, unfortunately though, no one got to stack up, and we essentially ignore the road. It's kind of annoying they do that. You basically skip your turn to get the revive off. It would have been nice that we get the revive and we have the same turn that we were in. So then Goku could stack up, then the gods, I would just transform them. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. So, I mean, the SSJ4s... Yeah, my SSJ4s are not, not in a great spot. Make sure we survive. We're going to have to do this. We're going to give all of these to SSJ4 Goku. And then we're going to give you all of these rainbow key spheres to get... How many? We got 4, so that's 28% damage reduction. Once again, though, you kind of need to super tech God Goku. But at least, as I said, this is the good thing about having the tech SSJ Goku being another addition to the Gods 200% lead team. Because not only is it a top 3 unit in the game, but having 2 of those kind of... Oh, that's perfect. Those safe, secure rotations is fantastic. As I said, you got tech God Goku. As long as you're facing a pure Saiyan or movie boss enemy, it's kind of like you're protected no matter what. Yes, things could still go wrong because you still have the floaters and stuff. You may not build your gods up too much, but against Broly, this is incredibly ideal, because you have Tech God Goku just eating up all the damage. Then you've had the Tech SSJ Goku stacking the entire time. He's guarding. He tanks, of course, even better when he takes the initial attack, which means because he's guarding, may do a little bit more, but won't do too much. He'll still tank a lot better than everyone else on the rotation. Then, because his guard's active, he's got the extra 59% defense, and he has type advantage, has been stacking the entire event. He's going to take nothing after that, while doing some pretty decent damage against Broly, because he's also received all those attacks to build up his passive. He's good to go. Okay, I mean, Goku has 300k defense with guard. He's good. I mean, I think regardless, we have to do this. That has to be done. We can pop their active. We'll do this so they actually have some links off. Do some big damage. Bang. Broly's almost dead. 9 mil crit. Who has more defense? Mine or theirs? I mean, definitely theirs. And then, yeah, again, because he's built up his passive and he has that extra key +5, so now he gets key +10 at the start of turn, we literally don't have to worry about Goku whatsoever in terms of key, so we don't have to prioritize him. That didn't go as well as I wanted it to do, but at least we got all these tech key spheres. I mean, I think we win here. I think we win here. Yeah, look, I mean, even without the initial defense, he took 844k because he has guard and 300k defense. Now he's stacked up again, and he's got the 59% defense, attacks effective against all types, going to do decent damage, and now he tanks for nothing. Even if we die here, this is a successful run, but how much is he going to take on a super? We're not going to die, but even if we did, this is still successful to me. How much does this do? 170k. Yes, God Goku tanks for way more, but that's because he has 77% damage reduction against Broly, but he tanks 10 times better than the majority of units here on Super. Bang. He honestly is easily top 3 unit in the game. It just depends on personal preference or where you put him. But for me, before Vegeta and Trunks come to Global, he is number 1. I think when Vegeta and Trunks come out, he's 2. Defensively, he's ridiculously good. And his revival comes in handy. And he's so versatile in stacking, decent damage. Not as good as Cooler, nowhere near. But decent damage, amazing defensively. And he links so well with some amazing units. And is a great addition to the Gods 200%, where they're just I think it's now safe to say that the gods are above the SSJ 4s purely because of their rotations and their 200% lead as a complete whole. But yeah, he's fantastic. Do let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. And push!